getting your fill of some beefy Henry Cavill.
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
we're both getting our fill of it. I mean, so, you know.
Oh, Henry Cavill.
So, yes, we watched The Witcher.
We did. I mean, it's epic. I mean, there's such a big lore, massive story. The characters are great.
I don't like that it's being pitched as a kind of, now that there's no
Game of Thrones, yeah.
Here's your,
Fill in the gaps of that Game of Thrones.
To scratch your Game of Thrones itch. I'm not keen on that comparison because I think it's a little unfair. It's its own thing.
Yeah, it is its own thing, yeah.
So some people who are into Game of Thrones, they're going to go into it hoping for certain things or having particular expectations. And from what little Game of Thrones we actually watched, I don't think it's going to deliver on those expectations because it's its own thing.
With The Witcher, it follows just a few of them in their journey.
It's a much smaller cast of protagonists. I'm going to say up front, this isn't really a spoiler, but if you haven't seen it, I think you would enjoy it a lot more knowing that all the stories they're not happening side by side. They're all happening in different time frames.
But they all relate to the main story and each other.
Yeah, we can say this without being spoilers. Other than Ciri's story, the other stories are taking place over decades.
Yeah.
Bar a couple of people here and there.
Yeah.
Nobody really ages, so it's really hard to gauge that sort of timeline.
Yeah.
But knowing that they're all happening in different periods makes it a lot easier to understand.
Yeah, I was really confused the first time of viewing until you told me. So I'm glad you've told the audience. Like you said, they don't age. And I couldn't figure out where, the period of time everything went. Like, I've now know that Ciri's story is the present day.
Yeah.
It's the one it's culminating to, I guess.
There are a lot of clues to that. They actually tell you quite frequently that's... But because you're still getting to know the world,
the characters,
you don't catch those little clues. And it's like literally halfway through the season, there's a particular episode that does kind of clarify
it confirms it.
Yeah, suddenly there are characters that you haven't met before because of blah, blah, blah.
Or they're older.
Yeah,
or we have
younger,
met,
Or in the next scene, they're in the next scene. For once, there is a storyline going on where one person is in two different storylines. And then you're like, oh, I get it now.
I mean, there are, in terms of everything that's going on, there are 3 threads, right? With Geralt, it's Monster of the Week. His story is literally about him and what he represents.
Yeah. Weirdly, he's like the B plot.
Yeah, he is.
Or even to a certain degree, the C plot of the story. Yeah, and he is very Monster of the Week, but that's...
But it's not Monsters of the Week.
Yeah, it's more like Monster of that decade.
Yeah.
Or it's like, the only reason we're seeing this particular monster is because something within that quest plays into the larger story.
Yeah.
And we just needed to see that.
Yeah.
The acting,
the acting is incredible. I mean, Henry Cavill as Geralt is... perfect.
We've just started playing the game, but we've seen enough of of it on social media and stuff to recognize it straight away. But what do we think of his performance? He
actually deepened his voice on purpose to make and had a voice coach to do it.
There are often moments where he sounds a bit Guy Ritchie.
Do you think so?
I read somewhere, because obviously I haven't read the books, neither of us have read the books, but it's very exposition heavy. Apparently in the books, Geralt just never shuts up. Maybe possibly because it's told from his perspective, and they wrote it like that.
Yeah.
But upon shooting it and seeing just like his performance when he wasn't talking, when he was just they eschewed that because they just liked how sort of understated his performance was.
Yeah, Henry Cavill as Geralt can say so many things with just one look.
What do we think of Yennefer?
I love Yennefer. I think the actress that portrayed her has been amazing to play the character that she's playing.
How she starts
and where she becomes.
It's
incredible.
It's like this. Yeah, I can't really talk about her performance without going into spoilers. She is just an incredible actress.
Yeah, completely. And for me, she's the star of the show. She's why I'm going back, why I want to watch The Witcher. I want to see her journey more than anything else.
Come for The Witcher, stay for Yennefer.
Yeah.
The whole cast is just incredible. Everyone just brings their A game.
They do indeed.
There is one flat actor for me. But that was initially at the beginning of the season, and then the more involved he was in the story, I felt like the better his acting got. I'll talk about it more in spoilers.
Is that the mage?
No.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
The monster effects as well, and
Yes.
the creature design is really, really good. I don't understand why there were complaints about the effects and the fight choreography. I thought the fight choreography was pretty solid. I mean, in the first episode alone, there's this really brutal sword fight done in a single take.
Yeah.
You know, done as a one shot. Maybe there were hidden cuts, whatever, but either way, it's well shot. And,
it is.
all right, the ones that complain the most, they start their reviews with their resume as far as like their association with The Witcher is. I've read the books, I've played the games, blah, 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 blah. Like somehow that pre-qualifies their opinion on the series.
What stands out for you?
I mean, one of my biggest problems with Netflix shows in general is the pacing, but this show has really good pacing.
Really good pacing, I think. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've never felt like I was bored at any point, or I felt engaged constantly because I wanted to know where it was going.
And not only that, but I never found myself wondering when this episode ends.
No.
And I do catch that with a lot of Netflix shows. That's what stops me from coming back very often. It's like, no matter how engaging it is, you know, we're 3 episodes in, and every episode so far I've wondered when this episode finishes.
Well, you know, we're hoping that with season 2 they keep that up. I cannot wait.
Yeah. And I'm sure even if you haven't seen the series, you've heard the song. It gets stuck in my head.
Yeah, randomly it'll just come into my head, and it's like,
I'll wake up with it.
Toss a coin to your Witcher, oh valley of plenty.
If you like this video, we do these every 2 weeks.
We do.
So like, subscribe, bell icon, algorithm, all that stuff. We'll leave links for social media and the full episode of our podcast where we talk about The Witcher in more detail.
Yep. Cannot wait.
And so until next time, it's goodbye from her.
And it's goodbye from him.